Center Swim and Gym, VIP, the Alpha Market, VIP Tip Top Butchers, VIP. Uh, that's
Oh,
11 years ago.
digital
Can you
marketer.
believe that? 11 years ago.
Yeah.
VIP, the what coos up.
Yeah, that was probably also, well, no, it was probably more like 6 years. Oh, no,
Anyway,
probably
they're back.
about 8 years ago.
And welcome to another exciting episode, Victoria.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. This is the Feel It Real Fun.
Feel It Real Fun live mix
For the year of.
for the 23rd of Jan 2026.
All right, so we got a Neville Goddard quote. We've got a handful of good questions. We're going to take your questions live. If you're here, looks like everyone's gone to share the show. We've got 2 likes and nobody here.
Wow.
How cool is that? That's bizarre. I wish I could. Where's my phone?
Maybe they were jealous of your VIPs.
Well, yeah. See, yeah. Look at it. It is the VIP reality. I think I own that.com.
VIP reality.
Yeah. I buy things for projects, and sometimes it takes a few years for the project to come together.
Yes.
Like
Now, what did you want?
DreamDrivenDay.com coming back again soon with a vengeance.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. You asked me to almost like pass you something, and
Yeah,
then
it's not here. That's fine. But anyway,
what would it be?
well, we're going to go into the Neville Goddard quotes, some questions. It was my phone because I wanted to see it, take a photo of nobody here, but we got 2 likes. And we got 1 person and 3 likes.
So
this is great.
Today's quote comes from the Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack.
Yeah, it's a real book. Show them the barcode.
It is a real book.
It's got a barcode.
Barcode.
Yeah, we got other real books too, but I don't have them handy. I should
No.
grab some of them. Maybe I'll
And the
do that.
quote is where? I've got the marker
There we go. Number 6.
and the feeling. Yes.
Because there's a big thing right now, like repeat, right? And so if Pete and repeat were hanging up clothes, and Pete punched repeat right in the nose, what color was the blood? Do you have any questions?
Red. It's always red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's blue inside your body apparently, and then it goes red when it comes out and hits the air. Is that right?
I don't know. But anyway, so repeat it, Victoria.
Okay.
Pete and repeat.
So are we going from there or the?
No, we're going to ask the question.
Oh, so the question is, it's from the book. How often should I perform the imaginal act? A few days or several weeks?
By the way, this is one of the best ways to deny your divinity, right? When you buy into, when you believe that your subconscious needs repetition, you get that you're believing in something called the subconscious, a concept, and then it needs something called repetition, a physical thing. So this made up thing needs a physical thing, right? People don't think this through, right? Beth, thank you. If you think this through, you realize why 99.9% of what you quote unquote manifest or give life to happens in the twinkle of an eye, right? By the way, some people will argue against this and they'll go, all right, well, I'm going to ask, how many affirmations did you have to do to disagree with me? Right? Right? Let me know for the show. So, Victoria,
Okay.
how many
And the
how many
answer-
times should they perform the imaginal act, Victoria?
Yes.
For a few days or several weeks, months, years with brainwave recordings?
And the answer is in the book of Genesis, the story is told of Jacob wrestling with an angel. This story gives us the clue we are looking for, that when satisfaction is reached, impotence follows. You always like saying impotence.
Impotent. I'm a very impotent man. I'm the VIP, very impotent man of all these places.
So when the feeling of reality is yours, for the moment at least, you are mentally impotent. The desire to repeat the act of prayer is lost, having been replaced by the feeling of accomplishment.
By the way, so there's somebody that reaches out to me. They say, I don't understand 20. You make a big deal about these things. Ownership, accomplished, satisfied. Neville never talked about those. What do we got
The
there?
last sentence was, the desire to repeat the act of prayer is lost, having been replaced by the feeling of accomplishment.
Yeah.
You cannot persist in wanting what you already have. If you assume you are what you desire to be to the point of ecstasy, you no longer want it. Your imaginal act is as much a creative act as a physical one, wherein man halts, shrinks, and is blessed. For as man creates his own likeness, so does your imaginal act transform itself into the likeness of your assumption. If, however, you do not reach the point of satisfaction, so there's the next one,
That's right.
repeat the action over and over again until you feel as though you touched it and virtue went out of you.
Cool. So you get what we're talking about here. The four mighty ones immediately. Wouldn't it be cool? Right. Right. Let's just do some bumping. Right. And then when the bumping is sufficient enough, right, you experience, what does he say there? Satisfaction, accomplishment. In other words, you own the desire. Right. It's a gift. I desire to be a happy, loving teacher. Sometimes I get very happy. Anyway, Victoria, we got some things. Apparently, Laurel Chiton, one word, is here.
Oh, hello, Laurel.
We're going to have to
One word
change her
change.
name, but not yet.
Why?
So,
She get married.
No. But we're going to change your name, Laurel Chiton, one word. But we're not going to tell you here. Why?
Right. Okay.
So, Victoria, shall we begin?
We shall begin.
And by the way, if there's new people here or somebody wants to ask a question, don't ask it yet, right? Do tell your friends, don't ask it yet, and we'll tell you at a certain point in time.
When
So type it in, and then when we say something, smash it, and then it'll come in like a race car.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
The first question today is from Peter via email. I need an income. ...
this is really good.
And Peter asks, I need an income to live in my own hometown with my parents.
All right. So Peter writes, and I write back. Can you guess what I said? Anyone? Bueller, right? I said, what's your desire? And you know what he says? I don't know. And I appreciate the honesty because you don't know. We made up those little videos, and I know you got them. Watch them again.
Yeah, because I guess it could be for his own home. It could be just for a job. Well, not a job, but like a financial... I don't know. Lots of things.
It could be lots of...
Yes.
So it's one of those things, like when Victoria tells me, go shopping and buy stuff.
And he forgets his card.
Well, worse than that.
Worse than that.
Could you imagine? So you remarkable kids, I didn't take you today on shopping. We'll do that Sunday, your Saturday. But I take the remarkable kids shopping with me because I just do that, right? And I didn't today because I got a no, and I'll tell you why later. But so I'm shopping and I'm doing what I do, beep bop a doo bop. Now Victoria's smart. She gives me a list and she makes it entertaining most of the time.
Yeah, I didn't today.
She didn't today. It was a boring list, and we left, and we didn't get the shit paper. Why? Because it wasn't in the store. Because she made me a boring
Or the
list.
parmesan. Or the
Parmesan.
spinach
The parmesan
watercress.
was not. Well, we tried with the spinach and the watercress thing, right?
I'm just joking. But it's because it was a boring list.
Right? It was a
Otherwise,
boring
it would
list,
have all
right?
been there.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would have all been there, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna have a false cause just for fun.
Yes.
But here's the thing: I need an income to live in my own hometown with my parents. What's your desire? If she just said go shopping for shit, guess what would happen? Oh, it would be entertaining. Because she was specific, I got her sourdough bread,
Yes.
right? A good sourdough
Fresh,
bread.
warm.
Fresh,
freshly
hand-selected,
baked.
right? Because she was specific, I got colloidal minerals
Yes.
and colloidal silver.
Yes.
If she just said, get me some stuff, right, it'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or if she said, get me some stuff so you can get me some stuff. Yeah, you get it? She just lost it? And this is what happens. Your awareness of being is God. God, and only God gives you the hungers. What do you actually hunger for? What do you have for lunch? And the answer is not food. What do you have for lunch?
Stir-fried duck.
A specific thing,
Yeah.
right? What am I having for food? Flesh, right? Now, here's the thing. Yeah,
Always.
if you're hungry, the answer is not food. If it is, you're probably going to have a sucky meal. When I'm hungry for something. Right? It's not for women's. Right?
Yeah.
So, Peter, what's your real wish? It ain't an income so you can live in your town to be with your parents. There's a bunch of vagueness and middle there. And we've got to get to the point where we know specific. So, watch this. Study what we send you in the free things. If you want to join us in something, you can do that. But I'm not concerned about this. I'm concerned with one thing. You've got to learn what a desire is. I've got a desire to do this show, not to do something, to make something happen.
Yeah.
So, I desire to teach, and I teach. So, thanks, Peter. That was my grandpa's name. He's a little guy, about 5 foot nothing, eyebrows out to here. He used to read every night in bed. And I told him, I said, Grandpa, why don't you just paint them things with glow in the dark paint?
His eyebrows.
Yeah, easier for him to read. But I digress.
Scary.
Me and my grandpa got along just fine.
Okay. Next question's from Remarkable Heather. Before exercise.
Yeah.
Dot.
Yeah,
I
we'll
didn't
call it.
know whether to say
Yeah,
that.
yeah, remarkable. Heather Wild.
Heather Wild.
Heather
Okay.
Wild. Now, if you're typing in, right, as soon as we get toward the end, I'll say, blast us now. Ready? That's when you'll blast us with a new question. Ready? You got 8 people watching and 4 people liking us.
Cool. Okay.
Are the other ones just struggling to watch? It's like, oh dear, I don't know, Monica.
And Remarkable Heather Wild asks, hey TT, someone asked
If you're going to say the word wild, you have to say
wild.
Right? It's sort of like when people write the word big and they put it in small letters.
Not capitals.
I just sort of lose my mind. Try again.
Okay. I just did it. Remarkable Heather Wild asks, hey TT, someone asked a great question under one of my YouTube videos. The question was, do you need imagination for physical exercise? I said, yes. The imaginal act comes first, then the movement follows. What do you think?
I just love exercise, right? I really do. I actually don't. I love movement. I can move with machines. I can move with people. I can move with kung fu. I love movement. Now, before you can have physical movement, right? You got to have a movement within God, right? You're Jesus Christ, your own wonderful human imagination. Some people say, "Oh, I'd love to get thin, but I don't want to exercise." And what they're doing is they're just making a fuzzy movie about what it might be like if I was thinner. And they just stare into the distance and look like a cow on the inside. Cow, right? Yeah, I'm not talking fat shaming here. You can get put in prison now in Australia if you fat shame, apparently. But I digress, right? So we can't say, right? Now, here's the thing. If I say, damn, you're looking pretty good and nice to see you, right? Anyway, I create all kind of ways to get in trouble. But isn't it cool? Because if you imagine something that moves you, you're going to experience movement. And you can exercise and make it work. Work, 4-letter word, not a fan. Or you can exercise and let it be F-U-N, right? Yo, Heather is here. Heather, wildly embodied.
Oh,
Welcome
right.
to the show. Now, we're
doing
just
your
yakking about
answer,
you,
your question.
right? And
Yes.
so, do you need it? I think, and I know you get this. There's one cause. Why people don't move, why people do move, it's because of their dwelling place. And if you don't like your dwelling place, you move to another one, right? So that's what I think. Now, the cool thing is, Heather, right? Heather is on the YouTubes. And if you look up...
Was it that she just signed with Heather
God,
Wildly?
can you
or
believe I
something?
deleted that? I asked you for it and I deleted it.
Type it in now.
Type it in. Heather, type in what I'm supposed to tell them.
What's your YouTube channel?
Yeah, what's your YouTube channel name? So I'll say it when I see it. I'll see it when I say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. How to, wait a second, Michael. Cool. How to slip into the state of husband with questions. What is live in the end? Cool. I'll grab that in a second. So Heather, type in your stuff.
Yeah.
I'll mention it. So that y'all who are still watching, Heather's really cool. She does all kind of cool shit, and I like that.
Yeah.
Next question. How to live in the end. Okay, I got that one. The first one I didn't make sense of. So just hold on to the husband thing and bring that back if that was a question for me. How to live in the end. Here's the question, right? Or here's the answer. Ready? You're always living in some end. Now watch this. Once upon a time, I had a really nice house, really nice wife. And then one day I didn't make no money. I didn't make no money. Decided wife left me because she found somebody rich, because women's is all gold diggers. And then me, I decided to live under a bridge because that's what happens, right? So I'm living under the bridge with Bubba. Now, by the way, there are people in sales, I used to be in direct sales, who if they don't make a sale for a day or two, they start to imagine living under a bridge. They're imagining something called consequence. right? And that makes them get into a sequence and a struggle of working harder. You can't help but live in an end. You're always living in an end, right? And so my first suggestion, howtofeelitreal.com. Go there, sign up, get those videos, right? We put some really special stuff into that series of videos, and we designed it in a very specific way. So howtofeelitreal.com. So how do you live in an end? Here's my question. What end are you living in? You're going to know what end you're actually living in by your reactions to the world. So I go shopping today as happy loving husband. I do my bestest, even though I've got a boring list. I do have a blast. I get almost everything, which is what I almost always do. Every now and then I deviate wildly.
Heavily or wildly. Yes.
Wildly, right? You know,
Yes.
Heather, tell us what to tell them. Fuck, I'm sorry, I deleted that bit. But here's the thing. I asked myself if she were next to me and I was being a goofy husband to her. I'll get to the husband
That's the
thing.
next
Just hold on to that. I can't get to it while I'm already in something, right?
Yeah.
So when I say smash it and put it out there for us. So just type it in and save it, and then hit smash when I tell you to. By the way, you get them living in an end. My end is to teach, and even if comments pop up and potentially there's speed bumps that could sidetrack me, and I could just say screw it and hit the end button. I'm teaching. I'm in an end, an identity called Happy Loving Teacher, and at least I'm having fun. Sometimes she does. I don't have no idea if you all do, right? Don't really care, right?
Well, you do. You like
Yeah.
looking at the likes.
Yeah, I like looking at we got 13 people watching and 5 likes. Boy, that really makes me feel good inside. but here's the thing. If I'm actually in the end, yeah, I can make fun of all that because I'm happy and I'm loving teaching and I'm loving you. And you really got to explore this. Here's the problem. People say, oh, to live in the end, you make a mind movie, and then you listen to some mantras, and you make some mantras, and you mumble a bit, and you listen to the brainwave recordings for 8 hours, not to put you in your end. No, that's just deny your divinity. So just watch a lot of our stuff. Invest in something if you want to, but just keep watching the videos, and at some point you'll understand this in a way that reveals it's not technical, it's tango, it's a dance. So let's go there. For the guy that was putting up the stuff about the husband, smash the button and I'll grab it.
Yeah. Tell us the question now.
So tell us the question now. We'll grab that. I'll drink 1 sip of coffee.
And if you don't do it now,
Yeah, if you don't do
you
it now,
lose
yeah,
out.
you're probably going to lose out, right? Now here's a big thing. People want you to do. They teach you to do all these complicated things, right? How to slip into this state of husband with questions. Oh, I get what you're asking. Cool. Why?
who is that?
I asked myself if she were next to me and being a goofy husband to her, what would I feel? Michael.
Michael. Okay. Just 'cause I can put it-
Cool. You're predetermining how you're going to get there. That may or may not apply. How to slip into the state of happy loving husband with questions. Neville didn't teach to make endless long mind movies or mantras or mumbles or meditations. What Neville demonstrated time and time again was exploring what implies your wish is fulfilled. And it's always a one sip simple that has you move, right? Ready?
It's like our initial quote, and you're talking about the accomplished, satisfied, and ownership. It's
Yes.
like, even though I don't know if that's what he means, that how, if he's got, he doesn't know how to be a happy husband. I don't know.
Don't know.
Well, I don't know what the questions are, but you can still feel all those 3 things in the state of happy, loving husband, like you do.
What happens a lot of times is people look for signs. They'll say, you know what, I'm imagining, hey, fun times with her. She being here, right? Now, there are times where she goes away. Bye. And me and Emmett sit out on the driveway and cry for hours, days, stare at the driveway, wait for her to return, right? Emmett thinks she's dead. I have faith for a little while. Bruce just wants to play ball.
Yeah.
Different states, right? But a one sip simple experience of being a happy living husband is this. I'm at the shops, I see flowers. And the question that I have is, do those flowers deserve her? And this is a real question, right? This is a real experience. I learned, man, when I was a youngin', I was reading a book. It was originally called Astrological Love. It was by Laura Hayden, I believe. And then they retitled it something like How to Make Love to a Woman. And it went from being a shit seller to a bestseller, right? And so one of the things that she said in there is women's like hygiene. Well, damn, right? Now, if I had me a woman, I'd probably take a shower once a week or so. Right? That might be nice, friendly, right? And it's these little things of if you're reacting to the world, if you're living in the world as like, well, someday I'll get me a woman, I'll take me a shower. Uh, I'm not saying to take a shower to get a woman, but it's like, uh, if
To live in the state of,
to live in the state of,
yes,
right, the state of happy loving husband,
automatically does that. Just
he-
wants to do that. It's not like trying to conjure up
Yeah.
the wife.
yeah, can you just imagine seeing flowers and deciding, do those flowers deserve her or not? That takes this amount of time.
No, not today.
Yeah, them flowers don't deserve her today. So that's that. Stick around. We're going to keep answering your question as we drive into Royal's question: how to manifest my dream job. Right. So my question is, do you really want a dream job? This goes back to the initial one with Peter. I need an income to live in my hometown with my parents. And I ask him, what's your desire? He doesn't know. Do you really want a dream job? I don't know if you do or not. It's really, really simple. All right, if you got your dream, oh, Michael, no problem, buddy. Watch last week's video, by the way. Watch all the videos, right? Because I'm fun, right? Watch last week's live, good fun. But I digress. So, how to manifest a dream job? A lot of people actually don't want that. They say they do, but what they want is what the dream job will give them. I'm a massive fan of imagining what implies. That's what Neville taught, and that's what nobody does. Because imagining what implies is real simple. So if I had me a dream job, right, and I do, I've also had me a shit job before, right? When I had a shit job, I used to live in my Saturn, right, oddly enough. So I had a Saturn. Yeah, it's a car in the U.S. It ain't a car here.
No,
right? Yeah.
I don't know where they were
So,
living. Yes.
so that's it. They were made in North Carolina, I believe.
Yeah.
So I had me a Saturn, had me not one but two big ass sippy cups, right? And I would spend hours in that car. I was in that car at 5 a.m. I would be in that car at 7 p.m. But I was making money, having fun. I thought I was having fun, right? But I was making good money, but I was never home, right? I was making good money, and I just lived on chicken wings at night, right? Because you go to the bar, the only thing got left is chicken wings, right? But I drank coffee before I got that job. I drank coffee on that job, and guess what I do now? And that one sip of coffee is different. That sip of coffee when I wish me I had a job, that way I could afford me some good coffee. That's one kind of sip. You're not happy with the coffee or my life. There's another kind of sip. I'm happy I'm making good money. It was fun making 2-3 grand a day, so on and so forth. That was good. But the one more thing, and I'll work your thing in here, Jonathan, is when I came to Australia, I had a choice. I could sit in traffic with people that can't drive. Right? I don't believe most Australians can drive. That's just me. Right? We have a different kind of road rage here because nobody has guns. God, I shouldn't say that in a video. Sorry, I didn't mean to say the word guns. That offends some people. Right? So, but I decided something really simple. That I would, Luke, my son, I am your father, Luke. I decided I was going to listen to traffic instead of sit in it. Right? So I imagined, here was my imaginal act. It's going to take longer to say than it is to do. I imagined sitting in traffic, drinking my coffee in my Ames chair, responding to your emails.
Not sit. Oh, so you started with imagine sitting in traffic, but
No.
listening.
I imagine listening to traffic,
Yeah, sorry.
sitting in my Ames chair,
Yeah,
drinking my coffee, answering your emails.
yeah.
Instead of living in my Saturn, getting stuck in the Liberty tubes of Fort Pitt tunnels, trying to drink my coffee and not get killed, going to listen to Daniel Farkas, right? Do his bullshit motivation stuff while he's stroking us, right, to do a job that keeps you out of the house for 12 hours. One sip of coffee, but it's a completely different experience. So I can experience a coffee now, feeling how I feel. Going back to the three angels from last week, right? Ownership, accomplished, satisfied. I think I did pretty good here. Now, Jonathan asked about quibbles. What do I think about Neville Goddard and quibbles, right? So I made a video, right? So we'll just call this Jonathan Asks About Quibbles. I made a video, and it was about why eating meat made Neville a better manifester. Can you imagine the hate mail? Right? I didn't even bother showing you this,
No.
right? Why eating meat makes Neville Goddard a better manifester, or something like that. I made a couple derivations on it. You can find it on our YouTube channel. And people went nuts.
Yeah.
This has never happened on a show.
Well, I forgot to bring my water over. So it's not very nice
so,
coffee,
so you're
actually.
taking my coffee. Well, this is like
For
three
me.
different iterations of coffee.
Yeah.
But I digress. So, quibbles.
Manifest.
So people go, oh, God damn, that 20 swears too much. Uses words like shit. Right? Can't listen
I
to
didn't
him.
know Neville ate meat or whatever. Because
yeah,
that was
that-
the first premise.
Yeah, that was the cool thing because so Neville manifests the trip to Barbados,
Yes.
and Abdullah says, yeah, among other things, you're gonna die, then come back. See ya, slam, right? And I was like, what? Right? Neville goes to Barbados, and he's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
He says the whole family's eating, drinking, having fun. He
Yeah.
doesn't drink.
He's
He
a
doesn't eat
teetotaler.
flesh.
Yeah, he's a vegan.
And on the way back,
Yeah.
right? He's on the boat, and he finds himself suddenly like, "Yep, give me some of that there wine. How about a steak? Can I have yours? Right? There's some fat on your plate, more like what I do." And he realized something. Neville was thinking, well, if I am celibate instead of celebrate,
Yeah. If I'm
right? If
pure thoughts and pure food.
yeah. And people go, well, Mr. 20 can't. He needs to raise his vibration so he don't swear none, and uses proper English, and it doesn't make fun of people. Oh, you're racist, right? My friend Paul loves me because he's Malaysian, right? And I just talk like this. We have good fun. But can you let go of all the silly mental shit that gets in the way? And that's what quibbles are. Oh, if I give up meat, I'll vibrate higher, and then I'll be able to manifest money so I can live in my hometown with my parents. Gary Jackman, you're so... God, change that to Gaza. You're so good, you're good for nothing.
Yeah.
That's what Ab said.
Abdullah
Yeah.
said to Neville.
Right?
Yeah.
Me? Do I want a good girl?
Or her.
I moved around the world for some reason. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's what I got.
Cool.
All right. So great question. Thanks for asking, Jonathan. Quibbles or quibbles. And we really explore that. We're going to be re-releasing Dream Driven Days soon. We know some cool quibble bits in there. But with the upgrades, who in the ha says. But hey, it's Linda Kamal. Good morning.
Hello, Linda.
Linda. Hey. So,
She's beyond good.
that's
So,
right.
Thank you.
That's right.
All right. So
When she's good, she's good. When she's
we
bad,
certainly
she's
wound
better.
through a few questions there. There was the middle one that I didn't catch the name. Lona or something.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Call it something.
All right.
Some other question.
All right. The next question is from Remarkable Sarah. Emotional and nervous system dysregulation.
I just love
Okay.
that bit.
I'll tell you what I want to know, 20. It has to do with the new book Breadcrumbs that you're working on.
My God, this is good shit.
Mm.
But anyway,
The post on the new book Regulating Discomfort, the coping skills we learned growing up in the politically correct environment. I had this constant nagging thought of wanting to be different. I did not know about the electric slide.
that's for Manifesting
Through
Mastery.
Deluxe, yes, .com. Moving into the new identity or buying the pearl or buying a pearl. I tried valiantly to devise newer and better coping skills, hoping on hope that the shit would go away. I did not change. My environment did not change. I was still in the hard work method, the worship of struggle, the no pain, no gain method. I thought that there was always something more I could do.
So, this is really good. Do you know there are people that argue with me when I say, listen, you don't need repetition. You don't. You don't need to make a movie every day for years. You don't need to add in brine wave recordings. Right? You don't got to do that. You don't got to do mantras and meditations. If you like music, I like music. She likes music. Every now and then I come back and she's dancing around with music. It's usually just 3 songs, but that's okay. Yeah, we all have our microchip. She's got 3 songs that go into the chip, right?
No, you're just here for those 3. But
Yeah,
anyway.
those are the 3. And for whatever reason, she puts those 3 on when I come home. But anyway, doing shit that feels good to feel good is good. Well, will somebody write that down?
Doing shit that feels
Good.
good
To feel good is good. Right. I like a single malt whiskey on the weekends. I enjoy a cigar every day. I like giving her a sniff just for fun. Right? It's just fun, isn't it? And it's adorable, right? But if I have to do something in response to something, to negate something, and this is where the addiction comes in, right? I keep feeling it real, feeling it real, feeling it real, feeling it real. I've got one wish, and every day I feel it real. I do some mantra meditation. I feel it real. I do some mood music. I feel it real. I do some brine wave recordings. I'm gonna feel it real. I'm listening to some Neville. I'm feeling it real. I'm scrolling. I'm watching cat videos. I'm feeling it real. Hey, there's a funny movie. I like Dave Chappelle. No, feeling it real. I don't like Dave Chappelle. He's a racist. Feeling it real. Right? And if I want to watch Dave Chappelle, I don't do it because I'm depressed. I do it because I'm an asshole, right? That was funny, right? It's funny to me. If you like that. Anyway, if I want a whiskey, I drink a whiskey. I don't do it because, and here's a trap, right? Let's say I'm at the bar, and I see me a pretty girl. I go, whoa, here's a pretty girl. And the process is, bartender, give me a beer so I can talk to that there pretty girl. Bang. Let's say she's a very pretty girl. Guess what I need? 2 beers, right? That's a 2-beer woman, right? Bang them back. Now I got the pretty girl. Let's say it's Victoria. Next thing you know, I need me could have been the whiskey, it might have been the gin, it could have been the 3 or 4 6-packs, I don't know, because she's really pretty, right? And here's the thing, I love somatic stuff. I do. I just adore it. I love anything that brings waves and undulations and expresses and experiences of the body, because you have a body, right? What you are is consciousness, awareness of being, having a body, right? And I think you came here to enjoy it. Why the hell not, right? And so if I go, right, you know what feels good? Moving and grooving. I watch Heather move and groove. She's just having fun. She's doing her shit. Sometimes she's giggling. Sometimes she's not. Sometimes she's goofy. Sometimes she's not. But Heather's being wildly. And I appreciate that. In a world where more and more of the women's need to be right all the time, and more of the men's need to be wounded all the time, I just find that ludicrous. Because at some point, the men will need, men are right all the time because women's wrong all the time, and then nobody touches anyone. And they don't even touch themselves. They're disembodied. So here's what I notice. When it comes to manifesting, you can really live in the universe of one and done. And you need to. Like literally realizing you don't have to sufficiently impress upon your subconscious for months, years, and decades. You can, 99% of what you give life to happens in the twinkle of an eye. So I leave this morning and I take 2 of the books. Right, I'll go get them. You keep them entertained. Just say anything.
keep them entertained. Well, will I read the last bit, or we're not going to give the last bit?
No.
No. Okay.
All right, look at that. Look at me go. I got Mia. Oh, this is, oh, wow. This
He's
is
bringing over the bus.
newest one.
You should bring a basket over.
Oh, that'll take forever. It could hurt something.
Oh, okay. He's getting his books.
This is so much fun. So I decided this morning. Lee goes to sleep. I decided this morning that instead of taking the Remarkable People shopping, I was going to give away books. So I got the gold marker, and I wrote on the front of each book, "This is a traveling book," and put an arrow. And inside I wrote, "There are rules." Because I love rules. Somebody asked me what a rule is. And I write down the rules. Number 1, read it. Number 2, write something in it. Number 3, return it or give it to someone else to read and write things into. So we got the money mirror. That's like $15 including shipping. Oh my God. You don't have a money problem, you got a size problem. Number 2, 12 disciples. This is a cool little one, and it's little. But we took the 12 disciples and of Neville Goddard's, and we just put a little worksheet in for each one so that you can look at them and just get these backseat boys more activated in your life. And that's a book now. That's cool. The Awakening of John, I put a year into this. This is like 150 pages. It's $20. I think I'm going to take it up to 25 because I think it's horribly underpriced. And all these have these things called barcodes. They're pretty on the inside, well formatted. Look at all that. Hope you can read fast. Look at this. Contents. They all have contents. How cool is that? You were never broken, only blind. If you ever think that you're broken, bullshit. So what was I talking about? Sarah, dysregulation, all that. Oh yeah. So here's how fast it works. I got up this morning and I just felt, here's my desire. I want to get 2 books in 2 people's hands. I have no idea who. And I realized I had no desire to talk to my Remarkable kids while shopping. Okay, I guess I'm playing in the big world today, right? And I ended up stopping by to get her sourdough bread. I did not get the shit paper, right? I didn't see any Clinton that you would like. So I didn't get the poop paper. And I went into the bakery, and this young fella comes out, and he says, "Mr. 2020. I went, "Hey." And his eyes are gorgeous. And I'm trying to figure out, who the fuck is this? I know the eyes, and it ain't coming together. And he told me that it's Russell's son. And I was like, oh my God. Right? Russell before he went on his next adventure, totally transformed our property. Practically lived here for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Right? We just kept giving him money and he kept showing up. But I imagined giving books to 2 people. And it didn't take long. I just imagined 2 people being really happy to get books. So Narayan was number 1. On the list, Victoria had to buy colloidal minerals and colloidal silver if Rachel's there, because Rachel hooks me up. I thought she was still on holiday in some far, far away place. Now I gave Rachel a book about 3 weeks ago and told her to leave it there, and she did. I have proof.
Leave it at the airport or something.
Yeah, so she left it there. Right? That's cool. So our books are traveling in places that we don't know about. And people are reading them that we don't know, which is cool.
Yeah.
And so I give her another one. And I said, listen, in this book, I wrote the rules. I know that's going to be very hard for you to follow, but you have to understand what a rule is to
I
me.
don't think she likes rules either.
But here's what a rule is to me. A rule is something that enhances flow and increases friendship. Right?
Enhances flow and increases friendship.
Yeah. That's what a rule is to me. Right? If somebody makes up something that doesn't enhance flow or increase friendship, that's not a rule. That's dumb. Right? So I live according to rules. Right? What I do is I notice. Right? Will this enhance flow? Right? Will it increase friendship? Narayan gets a book. Rachel Levy gets a book. And his books will either bounce back to me or bounce to other people if they follow the rules. If not, I will hurt both of them. Right?
You can't hurt Nora. Well, you can't hurt either of them.
But anyway, so yeah, rules enhance flow or increase friendship. It should be it should be an and. I may have said or unintentionally, but yeah. So that's what a rule does in my world. And so I listened to a desire. I fell into it. I got the coveted gold pen that I bought at the Aldi's. And I scribble por favor, and out they go. And this is how we play. If you're doing anything that makes it harder, I'm making movies every day, listen to affirmations, making affirmations, mumbling, mind movies, all that stuff. That's just getting in the way. That's how you doubt your divinity. And I got a podcast coming out on that probably later today. So I think that's good, Victoria.
Okay.
Cool. So before we go into Lisa Ann LaRock, that will be the last question of the day. If there's anyone else who has anything else, toss it up there, and I'll just talk about something, right? I bought 12 of these for like $60, right? It's funny because these are like 20 bucks a piece if you look at one listing on the Amazon, but if you look for a few minutes, I got 12 of these, one for every month, and I put sticky notes on them, right? And then I write things inside, secret things.
Show that.
Like that, yeah.
Not too long.
And other secret things.
Well, just do it real quick.
Like
That's
that,
it.
right? and it's taken me like 22 days to figure out how to use a notebook. Because I scribble in it, I'm trying to figure out how do I use this? Now, Richard Branson, from what I've read, we did a really cool call on him. Let me know if you want it. Richard Branson always takes a notebook wherever he goes. And he writes shit in it all the time. Because he knows if he doesn't write shit in his notebook, it don't happen. And so I say things into the transcribing, and I write shit down. And I am finding this utterly fascinating. So it's only taken me 22 days to really figure out how to use a damn notebook. And the cool thing is, that's in the physical world. It took me 22 days to figure it out. But it all came because of an imagined moment. I imagined, it'd be cool, having a notebook for every month, right? And just having that to look back at it and see what I did with it all. And so I imagined it, found a great deal, because I won't spend 20 bucks on a notebook. Got these $5 a piece, put a sticky note on it. And then I find out one of my heroes does the same damn thing, right? He probably gets the same notebook. So wealthy people tend to be like that. Don't waste money on dumb shit. Yeah, they make investments. So Victoria, doesn't look like there's any other questions.
No,
Thanks, Lisa
I
Ann
think
LaRock.
we need to, because it's nearly 50 minutes already. Okay, so thank you, yes, Sarah, for your question. And the last question today is from remarkable Lisa Ann LaRock. I speak your name.
Yes.
And Lisa asks, hello, 20 in Victoria.
Yo, Lisa.
In our remarkable call, we explored imagining action is God listening. Yeah. Burning in my heart, David White's poem, I recited as we closed. I was wondering who it was that she read from. So cool. And I guess it's called The Soul Lives Contented. And I don't know that I can say this as well as you did, Lisa, but well, here it goes. The soul lives contented by listening. If it wants to change into the beauty of terrifying shapes, it tries to speak. That is why you will not sing, afraid as you are of who might join with you. The voice hesitant, her hand trembling in the dark for yours. She touches your cheek and says your name at the same time. The one you refuse to say over and over, the one you refuse to say. With all this swirling in my being, I found myself this morning, partly asleep, coming to consciousness in a blessed state, saying, I speak your name. Whereupon I spoke the name of a loved one, a family member, neighbour, friend, pup, group mentor, member. On and on I spoke names, calling up so many beautiful beings. This state continued through my morning with such ease. As Sarah said, it's a heartbeat, not hard. We are so privileged to know imagining. I may never understand what my loving acting was all about, yet it is still blessing me. And I know, as I am, bringing these souls before me, God is hearing their name. Oh, your sharing is appreciated. Thank you, Lisa. That's exactly what you do on your power walks and stuff as well. And I love that too. Yep, God is listening. Like when you say something with love, like, and imagine just whatever it is for them, God's listening for that. Yeah, you go, babe.
How are you listening? Who's listening? How are you listening? I've noticed over the years she accepts compliments a lot easier. In other words, she's listening. Uh, and it's not her patterns listening. Most people are very predictable, very patterned in not just what they say, but in how they hear. And I think there's a tremendous invitation here to not try to change the world by saying something different, but to transform reality by changing how you're hearing. Can you hear as God? Can Lisa texts me this last night, and it pops up on my screen, and I'll tell you what I didn't do. Oh fuck! Right? What's she want? Right? Y'all ever do that? Somebody pops in, pops up. Oh.
Yeah.
We're all guilty of that. Sometimes deservedly so. But can you stop that? Right? Just because you've done that doesn't mean you can't stop doing that. Years ago, I did not get along with my mom at all. If the phone rang or I saw she called, right, it's going to either be, poop or a poop parade, right? And there was a point I didn't talk to her for over a year. I was talking to her and she went where she shouldn't go, and I says, dragons live down there. Don't go there. Dragons live there. And she kept going. I said, listen, we don't want to go there anymore. And she kept going, and I hung up, and I didn't talk to her for over a year because I couldn't hear her in a way that was lovely, so I didn't bother. And then one day I could. Can you, when you speak forth, when you declare into being, from what I can tell, it's not the words, it's where the words are heard from. In other words, when I hear Victoria, when I say Victoria, I can only say what I hear. Victoria. And every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. I told that woman that, right? I go to the pool, and there are people there. And I'll say, you'll never believe what that woman did. Yeah, Victoria, my wife. Now, a lot of the people at the pool
Are expecting a certain.
yeah, they're making assertions about their beloved, and I'm making a declaration about a way of being. So I say, 20 years ago, Stu, that woman, Victoria, you met her, you wouldn't believe it. And he's on pins and needles. Go on. Compared to the conversation of, when my wife dies, I might shag a woman or two. Well, yeah, I know you haven't in 20 years, but that's all right. But I ain't living with one. You ain't living with one now. All right?
Yeah.
And we really get to notice when Lisa comes to mind, what do I express? And literally, I can say her name. And where is it coming from? Oh, wow. Seriously. I have a producer moment. Oh, there's Beth. Oh, wow. There's wow. Oh, Gaza. Yeah, can you just notice versus oh, Gaza? And I'm not saying put a positive spin. I'm just saying, when I read this, what I get is Lisa's declaring forth. Bruce, Emmett, right? So yesterday, right, the little semi-toothless wonder, I think he's down to about 6 teeth now, which is good. They're falling out. The lesser the better. And that's just part of the thing with his breed. That's what they tell him. They're just going to come out. Just love them. All right. So input, yeah, he's doing pretty good. Right? Doing better. Sometimes things get a little wobbly. You cut things up smaller. That's okay. Yeah. But we had a problem with output yesterday. right? So there's two kind of dogs, like there's two kind of people. One has hair, the other has fur. Bruce has hair, Emmett has fur.
No. Bruce has fur.
Yeah, Emmett has hair. That's
Yeah.
right. Hair needs trimmed.
Yeah.
Emmett's hair needs trimmed a little bit around the exit point. And on the exit point is a big old bonus nugget.
Yeah. Oh, that was massive.
It was massive.
Oh,
It's like,
boy.
oh dear. Right? And so, and here's what didn't happen. Oh, fuck. Why do we got a dog? Why do we got two dogs? Next time, fuck it, we're getting a cat. How about a gerbil? They're pretty low maintenance. Feed them once a month. No big deal. Right?
Is it?
Well, they hoard. Right? They're like
right.
my ex-wife's dad. Right? You'll find
Squirrels.
shit hidden everywhere.
Yeah,
including
right.
GUNs, but I digress. So, but anyway, sorry. I looked over, and Emmett turns away, and I go, "Oh, Emmett." And I said, "Hey, Victoria." Yes. Again, there's no cursing. A name can be a curse. Victoria, right? Emmett, right? Or Emmett. Victoria, yeah, I'm gonna need your help, right? And into the shower we go. We hose off the shit. And I use this as a metaphor all the time, but it's so literal, right? Yeah, you get the temperature just right. We just hose it off, wiggle it out, all that stuff. She does a little bit of trimmy where she can trimmy. Life is good. And isn't this what it's all about? If a shit situation happens and I can make a bunch of assertions about people, dogs, hair, appointments, why it's her fault, because it's got to be her fault, it's never mine, right? Because I'm perfecting my universe, I'm the only one with free will, and that means all the problems are her origin.
Yeah.
Right? This is
Of course.
right? Versus, I look over and I don't see a problem, I see a puppy. And he's got a bonus. And I go, oh wow, love covers. Yeah. I say, all right, let's grab the pup, and Victoria gets the kit out. She's very good at kits. She makes fun of me because I buy kits. I bought a cement mixer kit. I bought a drill, like a drill big holes in the ground kit. Post hole digger kit. I buy kits, right? And then I look at them and they're in Chinglish. None of that makes any sense at all, right? So we'll just sort of ignore the Chinglish and we'll just make the damn thing. And what if we just had some fun? My two Malaysian guys, yeah, and when I talk like white people pretend Chinese people talk, they just laugh like hell because I'm just having fun with them, right? Oh, yeah, I eat Phoenix craw, right? So craw 20 craw. Yeah, that's what I said. CLAW, craw, right? They just think I'm funny as hell, and I am, because I love them. And they'll say, "Oh, we don't speak good English." I said, "You speak better English than I do, but I make up words." And they know I do. And can we just declare forth some love, some fun? In the beginning, God said, "Let there be light, platypuses, pumpkins playing with platypuses, so on and so forth." Genesis was pretty quick and a lot of fun. 7 days, one and done. Right? We didn't, God didn't need, think about it. If you're how God has the adventure of a lifetime, if Neville was right that you were the operant power of God, all right, did God go, rightio, so I'm going to listen to 72 billion years of mantras and meditations and mood music, and then, oh yeah, let's make up something small because I don't feel confident today. Right? Out of the blue. You know, it'd be cool, a mammal that lives in the water. Oh, how cool is that? This is declaring forth. And if you can do it, by the way, you want to manifest lovely for people? Wow. Victoria, Lisa, Beth. You don't got to make it hard. You can let it be a heartbeat.
Yeah, like what Sarah had said.
Yeah.
It's a heartbeat, not hard.
I think that's it.
That's lovely, babe.
And we're under 60 minutes.
Cool. Okay. There's the thank you, Lisa. Lovely question.
So,
And what we want to know is tell us what was your hashtag strawberry bit.
can I tell you mine?
Yep.
Cool. So, I got hats. I got a Mercedes hat. And underneath the Mercedes hat, guess what this
From
is?
the last show, because
Right.
we talked about donuts.
So this,
You got me a donut.
this is the price of manifestingmasterydeluxe.com.
Yeah.
One of these a day for 90 days. Smell that.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh, I love them. The Krispy Kremes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's what happens. Last week we're on the show, and we get off the show, and she says, you should buy a Krispy Kreme for the show. Right? She's already all wound up, right? And will I remember? Probably not. Well, I leave the house today, right? And there's a bonus red light on her dashboard. And I went, oh wow, a bonus red light on her dashboard.
What's that for?
It's called You Have No Fuel.
Oh, right.
It's called Your Car Will Stop at Any Time. And I went, oh wow. And I pulled into the petrol station where they happen to sell. Hold it up.
Yeah.
This is a prop. Right?
Sorry.
You have to take a bite out of it while we're on the show. So for the price of one donut a day for 90 days, you can do Manifesting Mastery Deluxe. Right? In other words, if you join manifestingmasterydeluxe.com today, it's $100 off. That makes it $197, and that translates into the price of a donut a day in Australia. You can support her habit. Right? If you join today,
I don't want it one a day.
And you tell me.
For 90 days, my God.
Right? In 90 days, she'll be more wubby bubby. Right? I'll still love her. Don't get me wrong. She'll still be Victoria. She won't be. Right? So look at her eat that. Right? All right. So my strawberry bit. She imagined a donut last week, and that set up the whole universe. So that I took her car, not mine, this morning. I was going to take mine. I took hers, got in, and the bonus red light was on, saying, you're out of fuel. Your car will die at any time. Except it says it in German because it's a BMW. And I go, oh my God, how cool is that? Yeah. Stop in driving car. That's cool. Anyway, Victoria, what was your strawberry bit?
I liked how you said something about, like, most people will say things like as an assertion,
You bet.
but that a declaration from a way of being. I can't
Yeah,
remember. but you
declaration of
stra-
being, yes.
Declaration of being, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, that I really love that. Thank you.
Assertions are about facts. Ready? $197. You're a scammer. Right? It's $197 for 90 days. Well, I can scroll Tic Tac every day for 90 days and not spend nothing. Right? Those are assertions. Right? Here's the fact. So what they're doing is they're asserting that I'm a scammer. Yep, in my world, it's a fact you're a scammer because you're asking for money. Neville never asked for money. Yes, he did. Listen to God's word. Do the math. He made more money than Tony Robbins, but I digress. Charged more money than Tony Robbins, but I digress. But he had less teeth than Tony. And he has a lot of teeth. He's
does.
like 9 feet tall and 3 sets of teeth.
Still alive.
Yeah. Yeah, barrel eye. But he's making friends with everybody he pissed off over the years, but I digress. Richard Bandler.
Right.
On the other side, why the fuck am I talking about that? The donut, 90 days.
I was saying about a declaration.
Oh, declaration. So an assertion's about facts, right? That's too much money. You're a scammer,
That's right.
right? Thud. Yeah, that's your entire fucking life. 2 flat tires. Thud. On the other hand, a declaration of being, right? A declaration of being reveals it's all about you. When I declare forth her or Lisa or Beth, I am declaring Beth. I am declaring Victoria. I am declaring Lisa.
Yeah, it's exactly what. Sorry, maybe I'm a bit slow, but it's
No.
like exactly like what Lisa's question was about. What you do on your boat is
Yes.
you declare those names, you speak them forth,
Yes.
and how, like we were saying, God is listening. Yeah.
Yes. Listening is a declaration. Reveals something. Bruce, oh my dad. We trimmed his toenails the other day, and anytime you perform maintenance on Bruce, he behaves as if he's defective and wants to die. I was
I
like,
know,
Bruce, this is
he's
just
so
routine maintenance,
scared.
right? It takes a second, and then he's okay. But we really get to notice assertions, facts. This is my truth versus a declaration of being. This is how I declare things as far as being. I'm an opportunist. I love opportunities. I see them all the time. I love people. And most people, they assert, people are problems. I like cats better. Oh, all right. Anyway, Muggsy. Thanks, bud. All right. Donut all gone. No, show her.
No, sorry.
Is that Christine? Oh,
Is this much left?
that's Laurel Chaitin, One World.
For Laurel Chaitin, one word. You're changing her name.
Yes, I just said it, but I said it really sly. I said it really sly.
You said Laurel Chaitin, one word.
No, I didn't.
You said
When you listen back,
that's Laurel Chaitin, one word.
I said that's Laurel Chaitin, One World.
One world.
Yes. Laurel Chaitin, One World. One
Right.
world.
Okay.
All right.
So, you guys, I will finish the donut as soon as we shut the heavy lid. So, thank you, you guys.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a lovely day.
See ya.
See ya.